Antoine Méricourt sat stiffly in the upscale Bellevue restaurant, watching helplessly as his 12-year-old son, Lucas, struggled to lift a fork. Born with cerebral palsy, Lucas's hands trembled uncontrollably. Food spilled, eyes turned, whispers followed. Antoine, billionaire, problem solver, could do nothing. From a distance, a young waiter named Jacques Lefebvre observed the scene. He noticed the boy's frustration, the father's silence, the weight of helplessness. "Excuse me, sir, may I help?" Jacques asked gently. Antoine bristled. "We don't need help." But when Lucas whispered, "Papa, I can't do it," and looked up with teary eyes, Antoine's wall cracked. Jacques stepped in. With calm hands, he adjusted the boy's chair and guided his wrist. "Don't force it. Feel the movement." Lucas took a bite, clean, steady, and beamed. "Look, Papa, I did it." For the first time in months, Antoine smiled back. After the meal, Antoine summoned Jacques and handed him an envelope. "For your help." Jacques shook his head. "Your son's smile is enough." He explained that his younger sister had the same condition. He had no formal training, just years of love and persistence. Intrigued, Antoine made an offer. "Be Lucas's full-time caregiver. I'll pay 5 times your salary." Jacques hesitated. "I'm not qualified." "You have what matters," Antoine said. "You gave him joy." Days later, Jacques arrived at the Méricourt mansion in Paris. The estate was grand, silent, and cold. He was greeted by Madame Bernadette, the stern housekeeper, who made her disapproval clear. "You are to follow the therapist's routines. No improvising," she warned, leading him through hallways lined with stairs. Jacques nodded, respectful but firm. "I'm here to help." She showed him to a luxurious guest suite, but her tone made it clear he was not welcome. That night, as Jacques lay awake, thoughts of his mother's worsening arthritis filled his mind. The job brought hope, but not enough yet for the surgery she needed. Breakthroughs and sabotage. The next morning, Jacques greeted Lucas with a smile. "Remember me?" "The waiter," Lucas grinned. "Your dad hired me. Want to try eating on your own again?" "Yes, please." Jacques turned therapy into games, and slowly Lucas began to thrive. His confidence soared, but in the shadows, Bernadette wasn't pleased. Equipment went missing. Medications were quietly altered. Messages were lost. Then Dr. Mark stormed in. "Why isn't Lucas doing the exercises?" "He is," Jacques replied. "Just differently." Lucas jumped in, catching a ball mid-air. Jacques made it fun, like basketball. Surprised, Dr. Mark later pulled Jacques aside. "He's improved faster than ever. Maybe we should work together." With time, even the experts began to listen. When Antoine returned, he was stunned by the transformation. "How did you do this?" "Lucas always had it in him," Jacques said. "He just needed a reason to try." Antoine smiled. "You're a remarkable man." But before more could be said, the doorbell rang. "The mother returns." "Sir, Madame Hélène is here," Bernadette announced. Antoine froze. His ex-wife, Lucas's mother, had returned after 5 long years. She entered with elegance and cold kisses. Lucas flinched. Later, Jacques overheard harsh words behind the study door. "You hired him? He's just a waiter." "And he's done more than all the doctors you hired," Antoine snapped. "You abandoned Lucas. He never needed charity. He needed a mother." Jacques' heart sank. He now understood. His job and Lucas's progress were under threat. Hélène began to interfere. She watched Jacques constantly, whispered with Bernadette, and plotted, "If we sabotage his work, Antoine will have no choice." Jacques overheard. One false accusation could destroy everything, including his mother's chance at surgery. So he quietly packed, wrote a resignation letter, and left a notebook for Lucas. At the boy's bedside, he whispered, "You're stronger than you know. Don't stop trying," and slipped away. Redemption and return. Lucas was devastated. He wouldn't leave without saying goodbye. Antoine found the letter and the notebook. "Your condition doesn't define you. It's just a starting point. I'm proud of you." Jacques-Antoine tracked Jacques down to a modest apartment. There, Jacques' mother told him the truth. Jacques hadn't quit. He was forced out. When Jacques walked in, Antoine confronted him. "Why did you leave?" Jacques explained everything, the threats, the fear, the sacrifice. Antoine apologized. "Come back, not as a servant, but as a partner." And he paid for Jacques' mother's surgery out of gratitude, not pity. Jacques returned to the mansion on his terms. Hélène, to everyone's surprise, apologized. "I let pride blind me, but I see now. Lucas needs you." Antoine launched the Luca Macor Foundation, with Jacques at the helm. At the grand opening, Lucas, now walking, cut the ribbon between both his parents. The cameras captured his smile. A new chapter had begun. Epilogue, from waiter to legacy. Years later, Jacques watched children laugh and grow in the therapy gym. Antoine joined him. "Funny how life works." Jacques nodded. "I thought I was helping your son, but he helped me find my purpose." Nearby, Lucas clapped as a young girl took her first steps, using the same methods he once learned. Above them, engraved in stone, read the words, "We don't see limitations, only starting points for possibility." True strength isn't found in titles, wealth, or credentials. It's revealed in compassion, persistence, and the courage to see potential where others see limitation. Jacques, a humble waiter, transformed lives not through expertise, but through heart. And Lucas, once defined by his condition, became a symbol of what's possible when someone believes in you. Whether you're facing personal struggles or supporting someone through theirs, remember, every challenge is not a wall. It's a starting point.